Hello everyone and welcome back. Thank you for coming back. This is part 2 of our video on basic makeup. I'm going to put my glasses on first. So in the last video we went through all of our face stuff, bronzers, blushes, foundations, and highlights, blushes, foundation, concealers. Okay, so we did that, and that's what I have on my face so far. I have bronzer, I have blush, I have foundation, and I have concealer. Now what we're going to go through before we do brushes, we're going to go through different bases for your eyes. Okay, so many people say, what is a base? Why do I need a base? For eyeshadows, it's important for you to wear something underneath the eyeshadow so that the eyeshadow does not crease, which means so that when you sweat or when your oils begin to come out in your eye, your makeup will crinkle, and that's not a pretty look. So maybe by like 1 o'clock your makeup's probably not going to look as fresh as it did early in the morning. Well, they have things out there where you can put on your eyelid, and you would put it before you put any eyeshadow, and that will prevent that from happening. Great invention, right? Yes. So there's lots of different things out there you can use. And then there's also some bases that are just to enhance the color that you put on your eye. So for example, if I want to put a yellow on my eye, then I can put a white base, and that base is going to make that yellow really pop out. If I wanted to put a blue on my eye but I wanted it to be really intense, I can put a dark blue underneath and then put the blue eyeshadow on top, and that will work really great. If I want to darken a color, if I want to darken a purple, let's say I want to put purple in my eye and I want it to get really nice and deep, then I can put a black base on my eye and then the purple on top, and it'll be like a really intense purple. So there's lots of different things. You have to play with them. I'm going to show you today a few that I have. The first one that I have is called, many people here on YouTube have used it. This is where I found this on YouTube, and it's been like the best thing ever. And it's Urban Decay Urban Decay Primer Potion. Don't mind my container. I don't know what happened to it, but this stuff has been coming off like crazy. So they have that, and it comes in a little tube like this. And when you take it out, this one is just nude, so it goes on nude and it just disappears. And then you would put your eyeshadow on top of this, and that eyeshadow will not budge all day. Like, I mean, it's not going anywhere unless you're like really in there rubbing at it with some water or some makeup remover. It's not gonna come off. Okay, so this you would wear no matter what. They have different ones, different brands from different makeup companies. There's Too Faced Shadow Insurance, which I just found out that I can't wear. It makes my eyes itch, weirdly enough. They have one from Palladio. They have the Urban Decay. You just have to go and find one, but I suggest, this is my favorite, Urban Decay Primer Potion. Okay, so that's one base. The second kind of base would be from MAC. They have what you call a paint pot. This is what it looks like. This one that I have is the only one I have, and it's in soft ochre. And it's just a beige color, just like the other one that I just showed you. But this one, it's thicker. It's a lot thicker. So it's going to really hold on to your shadows. Excuse me. It's going to hold on to those shadows really well. Whenever I use it, I always suggest that you put this first, and then you can put anything on top. So you can put this and the others that I'm going to show you, but always put on that primer potion first, because the primer potion will help your shadow not crease. These things won't. These things will grab the shadow, but it's not going to prevent you from creasing, from my experience. Okay, so there's this one. This one's from MAC. These two are crayons, and they're called Jumbo Pencils, and they come from NYX, and they come in a multitude of colors. I mean, like, there's so many of them. I only have these two. This one's in Milk, which is like the most popular one that I've seen here, and as you can see, it's on my hand underneath everything I had before, and it still hasn't come off, and I've wet my hand. So this is really good, but you have to put that primer potion underneath, because if not, this will crease. So let me show you, for example. Okay, right here I'm going to put a little bit of this white. and I'm going to rub it in, okay? And now I'm going to take some yellow shadow. This is a loose shadow that I have. And I'm just going to put some of that on top, and I'm going to put some next to. So you're going to see what it's like with nothing, and you're going to see what it's like with the milk underneath. Okay. So this is with nothing. This is just my skin and the shadow. And then right here is the milk. Look at the difference already. You see how bright it is? And on my hand, it's not as bright. So that white made the color pop. Look at this, is the same exact two colors. Same yellow. And this is just on my plain old skin, no primer potion, no milk, jumbo pencil, nothing. This is with the jumbo pencil. And that color just jumped out at you. So that's what it does. And also, when I go to wipe this off, it's gone. You see that? But when I go to wipe this one off, it's not as easy. It still comes off because I don't have the primer potion on, but I have to really do it hard, and some of it is still there. You see, so it's important. It's important to wear something underneath, or your shadows are just going to come right off. So that one was from NYX, and there's different colors. They have blues, they have greens, they have purples, pinks, the white, they have a black. Wonderful. I'm going to get all of them eventually. Another two that I have, these are actually gel liners, but I use them as bases. And these are from Coastal Scents. Like, here's a silver, and these are really liquidy. So let's say I wanted to do a silver on my eye, but I want the silver to really be intense. I could put a silver base first, and it's, like I said, it's liquidy just like the jumbo pencil, and you put some of this first, just put it on nice and smooth, and then pack on your color on top, and that silver is going to be like intense. These come in lots of colors. These are from Coastal Scents. I have white, I have green, I have pink, gold. There's a lot of different colors in this. So those are another one, and I think those are all the bases that I have. So basically, you know, primer potion should be a must, or Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Sephora sells both, okay? And then you want to go on and find, you don't necessarily have to wear jumbo pencils or gel liners under your makeup, because as I showed you before, you could wear the yellow and it's pretty, it's just going to be a little softer, but if you put a color underneath, it's going to be more intense. So it's really up to you what you want to do with your eyes, okay? Something else I wanted to show is eyeliners. So you saw these two things I showed you. They're gel liners, okay? And I have one from HIP as well. This is my favorite, and this is just a black gel liner, and I'm going to show you the difference between this and a pencil liner. I have a black pencil liner. You know, I gave my mom my black pencil liner. She didn't return it, but I have another one. That's okay. So this is a black pencil liner, okay, and goes on nice and smooth. You know, basic black pencil liner. And then this is a gel liner. Now with any gel liners, these as well, these are the same thing as this, but these are in colors. You need a brush, okay? I use an angled brush, okay? And you just dip it in your liner, and then you make your line on your eye. I'll do this for you on camera as well. Now, it's nice and smooth, just as nice as that black liner. It's a little more intense actually. Now I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to come back and show you the difference between gel liner and eyeliner. Okay? So those are different kinds of liners. Okay, so now we're going to go on to brushes. Alright, there are so many brushes out there. I'm going to show you a few right now. I'm going to show you some eye brushes, and then I'm going to show you some face brushes. The basic brushes that I use personally for my face, I have a nice little powder brush. This will be updated because I'm going to get me some new brushes, but this is what I have for now. This is a powder brush, and this I use for my blush. Okay, like I said, this is just me. So a powder brush for my blush, powder brush for my blush. I use this wonderful brush I got from Coastal Scents. It's a buffing brush, and you see how compact it is. I use this for my foundation, my powder foundation, because I don't use liquid foundation. So I use this